Hello, everybody. Minor Nation here. Today for episode 3, or technically episode 2, because literally the first video of the series is an introductory. But yeah, as you can see, this one's another port with, of course, a shipyard, to be exact. But you see something in the distance from the last video. You see a castle. This one was another castle POI from the Imperial family, which does not exist anymore, but rather is more as a museum about the Imperial past. And of course, since castle was there, so does the city. You see, it's very unorganized, but very dense. And of course, downtown right here, because there's the tallest skyscraper. At least 3 blocks high. Which is perfect. You got a highest point, which is also perfect. Now, heading into it, we got a subway first. Our first bridge. And you might see activator rail. So, activator rail here, for this small Nether model, represent highways. But also trains, hydroelectrical pipes, and other necessities. From this large road, or I should say large highway, which is usually between. So one side is going to goes to the starts from the right to the left. And yes, the Nether starts driving from the right, because its inspirations come mostly from North America. This large building right here is surprisingly a parking garage, since roads can be rugged, and of course the city, which, get this, is Fort Apache, does not allow any cars other than traveling goods and small transportation. You have to go in this garage and walk your ass over there. Let's begin the highway, starting now. So this bridge is pretty simple. Using netherrack with support beams. Nothing special. Now we have hit the city of Golden. As mentioned before, this is the city hall, but very unique. It has its dome-shaped spire, and this one is gold. And there is gold in the Nether, which makes a lot more sense. As you can see around, there's a lot of life. You see some crimson roots, some warp roots. Sometimes you see both warped and crimson funguses. See a bunch of housing units, a bunch of density, and then you come across with 4 faces. The 4 faces were the founders, not the city, but the ideals of a modernized Nether. Since 1979. It does sound like a long time ago, but something this young is very unexpected. And you see another bridge, but this time it's very unique. And I'll tell you that in a little bit. As you can see, this is the downtown area. And of course, we have seen the tallest skyscraper so far. And of course, this is also another port city. See, the highway intersects, going through a really tall bridge. And see another one come towards over there. Now I can show you the first industrial zone, where the goods come from. There it is, the basalt flats. Here's the factory. Here's comes some storage units. And these are lava pumps. but these are specifically lava filtration pumps. They suck out raw magma that was contaminated, usually from natural sources such as small rubbles of netherrack rocks, etc. To keep the lava floor all clean and tidy, with little to no avail. We got subunits, factories, housing quarters for factory workers. Highway expanded, but as you can see, it stops. Now the reason why it stops, because the highway, despite being built from many nether materials, could deteriorate. See, I can't even speak. Could deteriorate very quickly. So the other time we gotta stop. It's expensive to maintain, unless it was in a major city or with a lot of funding. Okay, these are security quarters with the red torch. You can see this very often within many industrial zones. Another living quarter. Another magma filtration pumps. You see another storage unit. And what's really good about this one, this one's nether, right? I treated these as filtration units. Suck out the raw basalt materials floating around. As you can see, you see another shipyard for longer distance travel. But we're not there yet. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And now we are going to enter the bridge. Now this is actually where a majority of the population lives. Anything above sea level, or just say lava level. Anything above lava level is considered the most populated densely area in the Nether, specifically this country that I named, the Democratic Republic of the Nether. Trust me, it is not a socialist country. But this bridge is unique because it has crying obsidian. This one's the energy source that directly comes from this lava source. And this lava source is extremely pure with raw basalt materials because it's near a basalt flat. You can see that around, which is unique. So all that energy comes towards the major cities coming up ahead, and especially the City Golden and Fort Apache, and any other ports. And the reason why this one is very tall, except for the support beams, except for up, so that way gas, which is a restrictions of gas travel. If anyone ever rode a gas, they cannot go under the bridge for daring stunts. And it's somewhat common until they added these barriers to stop that from happening. No ships. We're able to cross there right now, which is good. You see a large fossil. Just a large fossil structure. We got our first town. And as you can see, another factory. And another expansion highway. Like I mentioned before, you're gonna see a lot of quartz slabs with redstone torches. Another security clearance building. And also another storage units for raw basalt materials. Used for energy. Now, how do piglins drink? Well, lava, obviously. But that's what the filtration pumps come for. Now, also for energy, but as well as a way for piglins to drink. And so why you see many unwanted materials were filtered out. Very complicated highway system, but it's doable. A very rare bridge with little to no purpose, but a way to ease off the rough terrain in the area. Another town. And then you see two highways split again. This is Highway 1, by the way, because this is the first highway that we currently on, and where we started, and always has been. So as you can see, this highway has split, but you can see actual highway materials are being built. And as you can see, it has been surrounded by fences, which act as construction cranes. They're constructing highways, and it's still passable. But as mentioned before, it is excruciating to have a well-maintained Nether highway. As you can see, now the factory is over there, but I'm going to show you the first official rural area of agriculture. Nether warts. A good source of food. I'm pretty sure piglins eat more than just warts. They also eat hoglins and other thing that is eatable, such as magma cream and others. But as you can see, the nether wart farms are extremely popular. We also have another wart farm. We got ourselves a barn with a silo. And once again, I wish I could do that, but it's very impractical. Unless tell me the description below. The farm, and as you can see that there's no netherrack road. But because this road is not very commonly used, doesn't have heavy traffic, it's extremely light traffic. So it's like similar vein to a dirt road. Except that the soul soil is grass, and the soul sand is basically pavement or dirt road. See another community, and of course a town hall with, get this, a mushroom farm. Pretty interesting. And as you can see that this small state highway is still going and going and going till the end. There's another village. They are widespread. Shoot that right now. See a farm with a silo. A small village. Well, technically there's more coming, but oh yeah, see that? Actually more. As you can see that the road is non-existent. And now you actually entered small city. Because it has skyscrapers and an arch. And once again, we got silos. And a town hall. Even though that it's a town hall, it's pretty small and a bit more spread out. But it works. And guess what? A small bridge. Okay, so you're gonna see this a lot. That a netherrack supported with a beam, sometimes supported with a nether brick wall beam. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Really depends. We're just gonna keep going. And going. And go towards another industrial zone. This one is even bigger. It's a bunch of filtration silos, another factory, another, of course, lava filtration pumps, even more bigger silos. This one's pretty big. And it leads to the end. You see a few houses right there in a small city, as you can see. Oh crap. As you can see, small town right there. House right there. House right there. And of course, this area has been protected by security clearance. Once again, with the quartz slab and redstone torch. There's a way to have these industrial zones secured from smugglers, black market dealers, and illegal mining from the overworld. Because even though that both the Nether and the overworld had trade partnerships, people of the overworld cannot mine these because of one simple question: why? There's no purpose, because many of these natural nether materials, there's netherrack, soul soil, basalt, etc. It has a very high heat count when it was interacted with the overworld because of its high concentration CO2. As you can see, it's a small city. Going on with the highway. Another single house. See another highway. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But this is the end of the episode. Because as you can see, we have now hit it. A very urbanized town. Or I should say, very urbanized city. Actually connects to a major city. There's actually many cities in this area. But we're going to stop you right here. In the next episode, we're actually going to enter our first major city. And the major city is called Solsanpolis. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next episode. Later.